There we go. Just waiting on people to join. Let's see what happens. Um, Let me actually create a graphic for this live stream before everybody goes berserk. Wait for people to join in. Let me pull it up on my YouTube, or actually on my laptop. Go to YouTube. Because apparently Instagram changed the rules and I am not allowed to, I'm not eligible to be on live. So hopefully y'all go to Dinger Dudes podcast. Make sure to go follow us on Instagram so we can be eligible to go live on Instagram. We have a lot of things planned coming up for the fall. So hopefully we can get that eligibility back. I didn't realize that YouTube had done that. What's up, Raspberry? What's going on? Welcome to MLB Trade Deadline Day reactions. I actually have pulled up as of right now MLB trade rumors. That's what it was. Trade rumors. I appreciate it, man. Or whoever is there. Padres to acquire Mason Miller and JP Sears. Honestly, a lot of people don't realize. Whoa, 20 people in here. Wow. What's going on, everybody? Let's hide this. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. I am doing some MLB trade deadline talk today, so if y'all are fans of MLB, make sure to go, make sure to comment up and down in the comments on what trade deadlines you'd like to see, what opinions you have on the trade deadline. So make sure to check that out. As of recent news, I mean, I know Padres fans seem to be excited about Mason Miller and JP Sears going to the San Diego Padres. Honestly, I don't hate the trade because, you know, the Padres or the Athletics received Henry Baez, Braden Nett, Eduardo Nunez, but the biggest piece in this is Leo DeVries. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he is right now the ranked third, or he's a top 10 MLB prospect as of right now. So, but what's going on, everybody? All-star, fourth-place finisher, yeah, Mason Miller. But I feel like that's a great move for the Padres, and the fact that they get to keep Robert Suarez, Adrian Marahone, and still have Mason Miller. These National League teams are stacking up a insane bullpen. Like, you have the Mets. They just got Ryan Helsley. They also just got Tyler Rogers, not Taylor, Tyler Rogers from the Giants. So, you know, and the Mets still have Edwin Diaz, one of the top relievers in the National League. And then you have the Phillies. They were looking for a new closer. Obviously, Jordan Romano wasn't doing them justice, so they got Johan Duran out of from Minnesota. So, I mean, there's a lot of moves that are going to be made here at the deadline. Let me refresh. There's nothing else I see. What's up, Joiner? Yeah, I decided, Joiner, apparently Instagram doesn't allow you to go live. If you don't have 1,000 followers, they apparently changed the whole stuff about that. So, Joiner, if you want to shout this out, make sure to go. By the way, make sure to go check out Talking ATL Hawks. I recently hopped on Good Buddies podcast, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm looking at the Padres trade. I mean, honestly, I would favor the Padres as of right now, just because I don't know how Leo DeVries is going to do in the major leagues. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. The one trade I hate, and I absolutely hate, is the Blue Jays acquiring Shane Bieber. I don't hate it for the Blue Jays. I hate it for the Guardians. What are the Guardians doing? Shane Bieber, when healthy, by the way, go Dodgers. Yeah. No, I'm a Cardinals fan. But, I have nothing against the Dodgers. I have nothing against the Dodgers. What's up, Nicole? But yeah, Shane Bieber going to the Toronto Blue Jays. Honestly, I love Shane Bieber. He was my before. He's shining. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So Shane Bieber. I honestly love Shane Bieber. Honestly, one of the top pitchers in the AL Central, in my opinion. And then you got pitching prospect Cal Steven. I'm not too familiar about Cal Steven, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber is electric. What about Kershaw? I don't think Kershaw is going to be traded. I mean, but Kershaw is going to retire after this season. Otani pitching. I'm not necessarily like that's his best asset is obviously hitting. Shohei Otani, phenomenal pitcher. Don't get me wrong, but I think after that UCL injury, his pitching has started to decline a little bit. Despite having a really solid ERA, I believe it's sub 275 right now, but they only implement him for a couple innings. Will the Dodgers make the World Series again? On the run that they are having right now, if they stay healthy, yes. Do I think at this point that they will make the World Series again this season? No. Honestly, I would have to give that, and I hate to say it, the way it's being stacked up, I honestly have the Phillies. But you know what? In the Phillies seem to choke as always. I'm looking at the standings as of right now. Yeah, the Dodgers are just on a low streak. Freddie Freeman was awesome last year. Yeah, Freddie Freeman was awesome last year. I got a lot of friends who are Braves fans because I'm currently located in Georgia. And, yeah, they weren't really too happy when, stopping this. They weren't really too happy when they found out that, Freeman was leaving the Braves and going to LA. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But I'm looking at this. The Brewers are doing fantastic, and I hate to say that. A team that is not is the Cardinals, who are at a 500 as of right now. Padres right now on a 5-game win streak, and with the Padres acquisitions, it's cool. So if the Padres stay healthy and get a solid, I'm not a very big fan of Jake Cronenworth. So Padres need to have a substitution there. But right now, Yu Darvish, I mean, a 6.46 ERA. There's really nothing you can do there. They got JP Sears. They still have what's his name? I'm pretty sure Michael King's still out. Joe Musgrove's out. Padres seem to have a lot of starting pitching issues. Nick Pivetta is doing great this season, so shout out Nick Pivetta. Yeah. I'm just don't really know. Going to the Braves game on August 22nd to get a replica ring. Yeah. Joyner, you were born in 1995, bro. I'm playing. Yeah, but that's cool. I really want to go back to a Cardinals game. I haven't been to a Cardinals game in 9 years. The last time I went to a St. Louis Cardinals game was 2016. So, I haven't been there in a minute. Yeah. Oh, by the way, where do y'all think? I want people's predictions on where Sandy Alcantara is gonna go. Because Sandy Alcantara, or Alcantara, is gonna give a big return for the Miami Marlins. And I have one friend, shout out Jackson Schrader if you're watching this, who is a Miami Marlins fan. You went to a Cardinals game last summer, unless you meant, yeah, in St. Louis. In St. Louis. The last time I went to, yeah, was in St. Louis. I've been to a couple Braves games this season. I went to a Braves Mets game. I went to a Braves Rockies game. and I went to a Braves Giants game, I think. So, yeah, Sandy Alcantara right now, a 6-9 record, 6.36 ERA, but at the top of his game, I mean, obviously a former Cy Young winner. Back in 2022, obviously came off Tommy John surgery last year. Did not play at all last year. But the season prior, 7-12 record, 4.14 ERA. He's had one really solid season. Honestly, what the Cardinals need to do is target him or back end bullpen, because we just got rid of Ryan Helsley to the Mets, and I'm not a big fan of that. So I think the Cardinals need to get a get a bullpen arm back. I'm not too sure who is really wanting to be dealt at the deadline, or who would still be available. In my opinion, trade deadline tracker, trade rumors, MLB trade rumors, and then I'll pull it up on Twitter. Bob Nightingale. I mean, obviously, but can you really trust Nightingale after the whole Scherzer debacle of him going to the Padres when he went to the Dodgers back in 21? No. X. Well, it's called X now. My bad. X official site. X this out. Sign in with my email. MLB trade rumors. But do y'all have any other potential proposals that y'all could send over? MLB trade rumors. Donovan staying or going? I would love for him to stay. Right now, I think it's a 75% chance he stays, 25% he goes. I mean, obviously the Cardinals are looking to deal at the deadline. I mean, look, the Cardinals are looking to get younger. Brendan Donovan's 27. He's a younger guy. I don't think we should trade him. And I think I keep saying this over and over again. The Cardinals are in a transitional period of the veterans are going to take leadership, going to lead us to the promised land. Obviously, it's finally clocking to John Mozeliak and Shane Bloom that it's not working. We shipped off Eric Fetty to the Braves. We got cash considerations or a player to be named later. We shipped off Steven Matz to the Boston Red Sox, and we just got in return Blaze Jordan, who at one point was a top 10 prospect, and right now is averaging a 300 batting average between AA and AAA. And then Helsley, we got 3 prospects from the Mets: Jesus Baez, Nate Daum, and Frank Eliasalt. So, I mean, I'm not too familiar with Eliasalt and Daum, but I do know about Baez. Baez is a 3-tool player. He hits for contact. He's a contact guy. He's not a big power bat. He doesn't have a lot of pop in his bat, but he's a guy who can get extra bases. He's a guy who can. He's like a Tommy Edman type player. That, by the way, I wish we still had, but unfortunately we don't. Bob Nightingale was Jeff Passan. Mason Miller, Braden Nett. That's the last big trade. Bob Nightingale. Fangraphs Baseball. Here we go. Follow this. But Donovan, I hope he stays. I want him to stay. I don't see any reason on why the Cardinals would trade Brendan Donovan unless you're going to bring up a AAA guy. So, and if we do, I am not watching Cardinals baseball for the rest of the season. I just can't do it. I can't do it. By the way, guys, if y'all are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We're almost to 4,000 on YouTube. I've been building up this channel since senior year of high school, and now I'm a senior in college. And And if y'all missed it, I recently had on 2010 MLB All-Star, 13-year MLB veteran Trevor Cahill on the show a couple days ago. So go check out that interview with him on the page. Also interviewed banana ball umpire, the dancing umpire Vincent Chapman, and another guy, 2020 World Series champion Jake McGee. So go check out all the interviews on this page. Make sure to go subscribe to Dinger Dudes podcast. Can I add a comment? I don't know if I can. Where can I comment? It's different. I used to do YouTube lives all the time when I was in high school, and it's been years. It's been years since I've done this. We used to be able to comment. I might just go to the stream. Let me do this. I've done this. We used to be able to, there we go. Comment. I might just go to, there we go. Let me do that. Boom. Yeah, you used to be able to comment, and now you can't. So I don't know. Let me refresh. But yeah, Donovan, I hope he stays. I really, really hope he stays. I would be so disappointed if he didn't. And I would honestly question John Moe's job. I'd question it. I mean, I've been questioning it for the past 3 years, since we haven't made the playoffs in 3 years. I don't really see, and the fact that the Cardinals might trade away Phil Maton, it doesn't make sense to me. Who else are we going to put in the bullpen? Who else are we going to put in the bullpen? I'm just not too sure. There we go. Now it's popped up. To this live. There we go. Dinger Dudes just uploaded the live, so it should be good now. Let me still live, right? There we go. Just wait for this live chat to pop up. Let me go to here. Now let me see if this works. Now let me see if this works. There we go. Just wait for more people to pop in. Yeah, there we go. Let me transition. There we go. Let's see what pops in. Just waiting for more. Let me pull up some more trade deadline rumors, just because I can look at this. By the way, make sure to drop in the comments some trade deadlines you would like to see. Astros interested in Carlos Correa reunion. I actually want to speak upon this real quick. Do I see any reason to? You got Jeremy Pena. I understand he's been in and out the injury list this year, but he's having a phenomenal year. A much younger I wouldn't say healthier version than Carlos Correa, but he's a much younger version than Carlos Correa. Hits for a higher average. The dude gets on base more, so I don't necessarily, unless you're having Carlos Correa at the second base spot, which, in third base, you got Isaac Paredes. You got Cam Smith, who can play that, you get Isaac Paredes. Hold on. You got Cam Smith. You got Jeremy Pena. I'm not too sure or positive who's at the first base spot as of the moment. You got Christian Walker. You got Christian Walker, obviously having a down season. But, we've seen the height of Christian Walker. We've seen what he can do. We saw what he did in Arizona. Yeah, Isaac Paredes right now injured. but right now healthy. The 19 homers, a 259 average. I mean, he's never been a guy who hits for average, but he's a guy who has a lot of pop in his bat. So I mean, he's already on track to double his numbers, about double his numbers from last year. What's up, Schrader? Where do you think Sandy is going, and what do you see the future looking like for your Cards? Hey man, Sandy Alcantara, or Alcantara. I keep pronouncing it wrong. I don't know why. Right now, there was a lot of rumors about him going to the Yankees. There was a lot of rumors going about him going to the Cubs. I think I can see him going to the Cubs just because I feel like that the Cubs have more to offer than the Yankees. Sandy Alcantara needs a change of scenery. Obviously, Miami Marlins legend. I know you're a big Marlins fan. What they can get in return. You got guys like Cade Horton in the organization. I believe is the number 3 ranked pitcher for the Cubs, and you've seen in previous history that you have guys like Connor Norby, Kyle Stowers. The Marlins are known for trading for prospects and developing them in their system, and I mean you've seen it with Augustine Ramirez and Kyle Stowers, who's having a phenomenal season this season. So Sandy Alcantara, I feel like he's the last big name pitcher that's being thrown around. Future looking like for my Cards. I mean, I'm glad we're trading for prospects, and I'm glad we got a guy like I like the Blaze Jordan pickup. I'm not too big of a fan of the Ryan Helsley trade, just because I'm not gonna say mediocre. I'm not gonna say mediocre. They just don't seem. How do I say this? They just don't seem right. At a home. I don't know what's not popping up. But yeah, unless Sandy Alcantara can come to the Cardinals, I wouldn't mind that. So Dylan Cease is another big guy on the board. And it's looking like the Pirates are likely to keep Mitch Keller. Mitch Keller was another big name I saw potentially being moved at the deadline. Dylan Cease. Ooh, I would love Dylan Cease in St. Louis. At the peak of his game, he is a top 10 starting pitcher in all of MLB. I was about to say top 5. Dylan Cease is a top 10 starting pitcher at the peak. Another underrated move that's been circulating around the MLB that was recently done was the Astros acquired Ramon Urias. I mean, the dude had an 861 OPS. He had 861 OPS. I'm right. And his WRC plus is at 114 plus. So I mean that's an average mark for WRC. And then he's at the age of 31. Yeah, and he's a little bit of a defensive liability. So I think it's an underrated pick for the Astros. I believe that, he's a guy you're going to have in the platoon spot, if anything, a bench guy for the Astros. So, I don't know. But that's just kind of my stance on it. I hope the Cardinals get better. Like, I missed Cardinals from the early 2010s. That's just my opinion. I miss the Cardinals from the early 2010s. But again, if y'all are new to the channel, and make sure to go subscribe to me, JD Baseball Show. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram. Make sure to go follow Dinger Dudes Podcast on Instagram. And also, I'd like to plug our college sports radio station at the University of West Georgia, Wolf Sports Network. We have right now 3 live shows that go on throughout the week. A college sports radio show, The Playbook, Sports Pack. They talk everything all around sports. 2-day-a-week show. And then you got Sports Out of Pocket as well. That's going to be going live on Wednesdays at 5 Eastern time. And make sure to go follow us on Wolf Sports Network Instagram. You don't want to miss all the great content that's going to be put out there this semester and next semester. And go check out all the content, all the shows there. We also feature a lot of great guests, interviews, our school's athletes. A big guy we had on recently, Matty Fresh. You may know him for the Trace McSorley song. So yeah, you'll definitely want to go check out all of those. I mean, that's just it's some great content, and all the students putting a lot of hard work over at Wolf Sports Network. So you don't want to miss that. But yeah, I might get off here in a second. Because there's not many other trade deadline moves that's being shown. MLB trade rumors, and I'm a little sick, so I apologize about that. For me sounding like that, but it's trade deadline day, and I wanted to get out some stuff, so some stuff on the page. But again, go check out my recent interviews with some former MLB All-Stars, former Major League World Series champions, and just MLB vets all around the league. I'm trying to get current players. It's very hard to get current players when, they're currently playing. And it's just time-constricting schedules, so yeah, it's rough. I'm tired, man. But yeah, make sure to go check out Wolf Sports Network. Again, all the students put in great hard work, 3 shows, and I believe there's more coming to the station this semester. We have a lot of recently graduated trainees, and want to put out the content and sports knowledge that they have out to the world to see. So make sure to go get Dinger Dudes to 700 on Instagram, 200 on YouTube. Make sure to go get this page to almost 300 followers on Instagram and 4K on YouTube. I've been putting in a lot of hard work this summer to try and get as many guests on and the great content I try to put out for you guys. So I appreciate all the support you guys give me or have given me over the years. I'm also heading into my senior year. Just trying to land a job and trying to land some more experience in social media management field or just anything in sports media, really. I'm a major there, mass communications major there at the University of West Georgia. So, go check out everybody's content because it's amazing. It's truly amazing. And they like putting out content for stuff or for viewers like you. But Schrader, I know you're talking about Sandy Alcantara. Astros could be a potential landing spot as well. I mean, you have Spencer Arrighetti still out, Jose Urquidy out, Luis Garcia, still out, I believe. And you got Framber Valdez and Hunter Brown really holding down that AL West pitching front, and Sandy Alcantara would be a great 3-4 guy. I don't think he's an ace guy anymore. It's just looking like he's losing it. I'm not saying losing his stuff, but he's just not the same pitcher we saw in 2022. So, or 23. Whatever year he won the Cy Young. 22. Yeah, 20. Damn, it's 22. Wow. Good 3 years. But yeah, I'm about to hop off the live. I appreciate everybody who hopped on, and I hope y'all have an amazing day. Make sure to go follow all those pages. And a little tired.